What's going on YouTube? A Delicious Mango back again with another YouTube video, and in this one I'm going to be discussing the top 5 with 2 honorable mentions. Legends for ranked on World's Edge in Apex Legends Season 13. A lot has changed. Of course, we have a new ranked system, we've got the new legend Newcastle, but we're back on old reliable, one of the best maps in the game, World's Edge. People love it for pubs, people love it for ranked, and people love it for competitive play. So without further ado, let's break it down. It's been a week in this new split, and let's talk about the top 5 legends that you can use to gain more RP quickly in Season 13, Split 2 on World's Edge. Starting off with number 5, we have the star of this gameplay, Loba. Loba has actually been very strong on this map, and I've been playing a lot of her this split, mainly because of 2 things. One, she goes well with pretty much any team comp. She has a selfish movement ability in her portal, so she can get out of her own problems, and she has this great ability to get her team looted up very well, and your team will always do better if they have more loot. It's just as simple as that. You get better guns, better equipment, you're gonna have a better time. But she's better on World's Edge than she is on Olympus and Stormpoint and Kings Canyon simply because of the loot vaults. You'll see right here in this clip, we'll actually set up, we know that the circle is ending in Geyser, and we'll continually steal by sitting in this building. We'll steal from the vault over and over and over again. We can get equipped with the care package weapons, we can get equipped with all the gold loot that's inside this vault. When you do steal from the vault, it breaks the Loba ultimate, but all you have to do is wait 90 seconds to get another one. So Loba is a great addition for any team. She is a plug and play character for the World's Edge split. At number 4, it's the good old Gibraltar. You cannot get away from Gibraltar pretty much ever when it comes to that bubble shield. It's arguably the best ability in the game. The fact that you can use it offensively, defensively, to revive, to stall. If you don't have any cover, he can provide it for you. Gibraltar is a mainstay in the ranked scene, but he's actually not even in my top 3. I have him as 4th because you're going to see 2 legends that might be surprising to you in the number 2 and 3 spot coming up. But Gibraltar, of course, he's old reliable. You plug him into your team, you get offense with his ultimate, you get defense or offense with his bubble, you get the big arm shield. Gibraltar is a character that everyone would be thrilled to have on their team at any time, and this World's Edge split in Season 13 is no exception. Before we get into our top 3, I'm going to list 2 honorable mentions and remind you guys that you can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more tutorials, more tips and tricks, or more gameplay videos. I post all of those here on this channel. We'll react to the newest news, Apex Legends content, and more, so if you guys are interested, please do hit that subscribe button. It would really appreciate it. And if you like the video, consider liking the video. For the 2 honorable mentions, I have a mainstay legend from the past, Wattson, and a newcomer to the scene. That would be Mad Maggie. Now, Wattson, there's not too much to say about Wattson. She's a great defensive legend. If you have her on her team and you have the ultimate up, you won't have to worry about grenades. Her pylon gives you passive shield healing, and her fences are useful inside of buildings. But let's spend a little bit more time talking about Maggie, because she's the interesting one here. On World's Edge, it seems like there's a lot of teams, even professional teams, that are about to play in the World Championships running Maggie, and it's for good reason. Her riot drill is incredibly useful at countering Caustics and Gibraltars. Caustic, when he's inside his building, you're able to pop some of those traps with the riot drill. When teams are bunkered up, you're able to throw things on walls. You're able to throw your wrecking ball inside and really get aggressive. Mad Maggie is so much fun. You've got to have a shotgun in her hand. That's where she's at her best. And honestly, I think it's pretty useful outside of buildings too. There's a lot of rocks that teams will play behind because there's a lot of rocky terrain on this map, and throwing a riot drill and ruining their cover is something that's really underrated. So if you want a fringe pick that's actually a lot of fun, I would suggest Mad Maggie as an honorable mention alongside Wattson. Back to our top 5 at number 3. This is not a surprise to anyone. It's Caustic. Caustic has always been so strong on World's Edge. All of the buildings play really well for his gas. You're able to hide the canisters right where they need to be. It's not like Stormpoint where there's little holes in the ceiling that you can shoot through and break the Caustic traps. World's Edge is Caustic's playground. It is such a good map for him. There's lots of places where he can put his barrels and defend. A lot of times when games come down to that final circle, you're basically asking your Caustic to beat the other team's Caustic, and that's who's going to win. So probably the best defensive legend for World's Edge is Caustic, and I'm not seeing very many people debate that. If you're a Caustic main, this is your playground, and this is your time to shine. At number 2, we have our only recon legend on this list, and that is Seer. Now, I made the mistake of thinking that Seer was going to get really popular on Stormpoint last split, but that we wouldn't have as many Seers this split on World's Edge, and boy was I wrong. people are really starting to get the hang of Seer. They're starting to figure out how strong he is. Because of Seer's passive, where you can always scan in front of you and see heartbeats, you can't get ratted on, so no one's ever going to take you by surprise. His tactical is fantastic for getting information on the shield and health of an opponent, but really it's best when you get a knock and you can stop someone from reviving, or you can stop someone from popping a battery. It is so strong to have that cancel ability on his tactical. And then his ultimate is great. It's on a fairly low cooldown and is basically permanent wall hacks in this big orb around your building. It is really, really hard to fight a different Seer unless you have a Seer yourself, because they know where you're going to be at all times. He's got this big orb and it's very difficult to fight in buildings. He just throws his ultimate in a corner where you can't shoot it, and for a certain amount of time you have wall hacks on the entire team unless they just crouch and stop moving. So a really, really strong legend. Seer is by far, in my opinion, the best scan legend in the game right now, and you're going to be seeing a lot more of Seer until they give him a nerf, because his kit is really easy and really effective. So Seer is my second most important legend on this list, but number one, I don't think anyone's going to be surprised about this, and that is Valkyrie. Valkyrie, again, until she is changed, will be one of the most important legends in the game because of her entire kit and the way you can use it. Her jetpacks offer the most interesting and versatile movement in the game, maybe outside of Pathfinder's grapple. You can fly around in buildings, you can escape things pretty much like no one else can. Her tactical is nice for getting stuns, it's a damage dealing tactical, but really it all comes down to the fact that she can scan beacons and fly with her team. There really is no bad rotation early in the game with Valkyrie, because all you have to do is get your team to attach to you as you use your ultimate, and you can fly up to around 500 meters with this ultimate. It really is the trump card of movement. If you're in a bad spot in one of the many choke points on World's Edge, you don't have to worry about going through it, you don't have to worry about fighting. All you have to do is tap your ultimate, tell your team to get on, and you fly over all of your problems. It remains one of the best abilities in the game, and the ability I think needs a nerf the most, because quite frankly, if you don't think you're very strong at rotating in this game, you ought to be playing Valkyrie. She is by far the easiest legend when it comes to rotating and making good decisions to get to the end game, because all you have to do is find a survey beacon, scan it, get the next ring's knowledge, and fly into the circle. That's it. That's all you've got to do. She's a fairly simple legend to use, but she's so powerful, and that's why I believe that Valkyrie is still to this day the most important legend in Ranked. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I know there's a lot of people that are probably wondering why I don't have legends like Ashe or Wraith on the list, but I want to hear your opinions in the comments below. I'll be reading them, I'll be responding to a lot of them. I appreciate it. If you guys made it to the end, thank you so much. All of these gameplays that you watched today, I got live on my Twitch. The link's in the top of the description if you want to go check it out. I'd love to meet you guys there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like I said earlier in the video, please do leave a like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I appreciate you guys so much, and I hope you have a great rest of your week and enjoy the ALGS finals this weekend. I know I'm going to be watching. I'll have another video coming out later this week explaining everything you need to know, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.